my car is making this groaning sound. I don't know if it's going to do it one more time, but it's, this video that I am making right now has to do with not knowing what you want early on in life. And I was just kind of thinking about the existential dread that comes with all of the fucking pressure that is laid on a person from family and friends, society, culture, everything. And I was just listening to my car groan. It was like, it's like, I feel ya, car, I feel ya. And it's very funny. This morning has been very interesting. I stayed up relatively late to watch the Super Bowl. Crazy game. Very close. Chiefs took it, though. Yeah, I woke up this morning and I just kind of like found myself in a creative flow, and it was fun. It was exciting. I started writing something and it was just a lot of fun. But then I also kind of just like, reflected on my life, and I remember I had a professor in college, a public speaking professor, that told us that he didn't start college until he was 30. And, when I heard that, I was just like, wow, like that's totally, one, wild, two, fucking awesome, because don't get me wrong, everyone's different. Everyone develops their own level of personal self-awareness at different points in life. Some earlier on, and others way later, and some people just never at all. I'm totally kidding. No, you ever like see the people though that are like fucking like 50 or 60? I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm just allowing myself to have a good laugh. I understand that people struggle to discover themselves and to figure out what they actually fucking want in life. Like, seriously struggle. Like, they'll wake up at like 50 or 60 years old and they'll be like, well, I don't know what I want to do with my life. It's like, all right, well, have you fucking tried anything? You're 50 or 60. Right? But, yeah, he said that he didn't start college until he was 30. And, I was just looking at my life and looking at many other people's lives that I've been, pretty well aware of. And I've just realized all of the fucking pressure that has been laid on people. Pressure to do this, pressure to do that, pressure to finally get it, to finally figure it out and everything. And I'm 33 now. And it's just, I'm going to be 34 pretty soon. But, like, there are so many parts of me that really took time to kind of, like, surface, and these parts of me are probably the parts that I'm most excited about. There's a lot of creativity that's really surfacing now. Creativity, I'm a creative dude, but creative in ways that I didn't previously see, or maybe ways that are just now surfacing, and it's really exciting to watch it unfold. It really is. But this video is really about, like, when you don't know what you want early in life. And what I've realized is that I think one of the biggest reasons why people don't know what they want is because they actually don't get to have the time to, in a healthy and safe setting, learn about themselves, explore themselves, discover themselves. But not only that, but it's also, I remember hearing from, I think it was Gary Vee. For those that don't know, Gary Vee is Gary Vaynerchuk. Or if you don't know him as Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary Vee. He was saying that, I think it was Colonel Sanders didn't start KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, until like, I don't know, somewhere between like 60 and 65 years of age, This pressure to fucking find out who the fuck we are, I'm gonna call it for what it fucking is. It's bullshit. Nobody should be pressured to do anything. They shouldn't. They should be able to find themselves in a way that makes sense for them. Now, I understand that a lot of people will probably say, oh, but if my parents didn't push me, if my father didn't push me to do this or to do that, I would have never had this, or I would have never had that. Great. If it's working out for you, fantastic. I'm not really like pointing fingers at anybody saying that, no, that's not the right way to do it. It's not a matter of right or wrong or good or bad. It's more so a matter of what is healthy for an individual, what an individual really needs to thrive and to succeed. And I would argue that that's basically just time and space to be themselves. You know, we're wild creatures of incredible capacities and capabilities creatively. Even the people that, you know, might not think that they're creative. I'm not here to tell people who they are. I'm really not. But I think that a lot of people actually close themselves off from seeing themselves in ways that they actually are, that are beneficial, that are helpful, that are creative, that are incredible. And it's because they've been so fucking blindsided by all of this pressure that's been laid on them, that's been just given to them. Shoulds, shouldn'ts, needs to, need not to, you know, all these different things. You know, who the fuck were you before the world hold on, let me try that one more time. Who the fuck were you before the world told you who you were? I've heard this said many times before, right? And I think that it's kind of hard to answer that question because the world started telling you who you were a long fucking time ago. And you never really got to develop the necessary level of conscious awareness of self to really put up a shield and be like, no, you know, like fuck that, right? And so as I sit here on this Monday and I think about myself and my own capacities and capabilities and creativity and what it is that I'm creating and who the fuck I am, I'm going through a whole fuck ton of a lot of healing right now. I really am. You know, I'm really bringing myself back to myself and stuff. I'm just looking at my own life. You know, I've had teachers tell me who the fuck I am. I've had people tell me who the fuck I am. Fuck that. All of that shit, all of that noise, all of that, I'll call it for what the fuck it is. All of that distraction can go fucking fuck itself right the fuck off. How do you like them apples? I was just thinking about the movie, I think it's Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon, where he puts up the paper to the window with the girl's number, and he's like, do you like apples? Do you like apples? And the guy's like, yeah, and he's like, how do you like them apples? I got her fucking number. But for real, it's, life is fucking cool. It takes time to find yourself. If you, are fortunate to be, or if you can create a safe space for yourself, a space of health and safety and freedom and, you know, just really take the time to discover yourself, right? I think that you're gonna have a better time off. It's just being patient with yourself, I think, is the most important thing of all of this. Really, being patient with yourself. It's one of the things I love the most about Gary Vee. He's fucking real. He's one of the realest dudes out there. And he talks a lot about being patient with yourself. You know, because, like, fuck, we're pressured to have it all figured the fuck out by such an early age. It's bullshit. But we're only pressured to have it all figured out because we're being pressured by people that are fucking insecure as hell. And basically want to use us as a trophy to be like, look, my son, little Johnny, he fucking figured it out. Here's my trophy. I'm no longer insecure. Yay. No, you're still fucking insecure because you need that to fill some fucking void inside of you. And all of this pressure then with anxieties and depressions and fucking worries and fucking mental health issues and fucking prescription medications and fucking, you know, substance use and overconsumption and all this shit to fucking numb out the fucking pain that we feel because we just want to be fucking left alone so that we can do what we know that we want to and not fucking appease and pretend that we want to do this or that because our fucking father came around with the fucking belt and slapped the shit out of it. Like, no. Nobody else gets to tell me how to fucking be. Nobody else gets to tell you how to fucking be. No. We are not fucking extensions of other people. We are fucking fully grown human beings with our own sense of individual autonomy. Everybody else can fuck right the fucking hell off.